bet, win or lose. Flip your fan cash for authentic team apparel on the Fanatics app. Stay in the game when you flip your fan cash for bonus bets or boost your winnings when you flip your fan cash for profit boosts. It's time to get in on America's fastest growing sportsbook. Download the Fanatics Sportsbook app today.
New York State. It's everything this summer. Quality time on mountain hikes. Building memories. Beach days they'll never forget. Whatever you're chasing, it's here.
Mets just went down 1-2-3.
New York State. Everything you love. Plan your summer getaway at iloveny.com.
Are you ready for the ultimate entertainment experience? Spectrum is bringing together the streaming apps you love. Plus, live TV for sports, entertainment, and news. All in one place, across your devices. So no matter when or where you are, it's all here. Spectrum.
India with Junior, Pasquantino, Garcia Perez, Tagliano, Lofton, Rave, Isabel. Starting lineup for the Royals today. On the bench, righties Tolbert, Malay, Devani, and Furman. On the mound, Frankie Montas for my Mets. 3 starts, 1-1 record, ERA 2.14. 14.2 innings, 15 hits, 4 walks, 12 strikeouts. Whip is 1.30.
Challenged team. This is a good start for Montas to really throw up some nice numbers.
Jonathan India leads off. And he takes strike 1. On the bench off the top, then
Fastball, strike to India, counts 0-1. India going to DH. He's 246 for his average, 4 homers, 23 RBI, 666 OPS, Mark to the Beast. I think it said he was 2 for 5 last night. Strike, fastball again.
He pitched to the score, and he looked more
Counts 0-2.
certainly than he did in Pittsburgh when he really labored.
Carlos Mendoza and Jeremy Hefner looking on.
Think of it this way: he's your 5th starter, so every 5th day you're going to get an effort from Montas. That's a good thing.
Swing and a miss.
There's 5 pitches in that start, at least 10% of the time.
Counts
Just
0-2
as you mentioned, was mixing it up. It was really attacking.
for India.
That's what the Mets want to see out of Montas. Don't nibble, just go after guys.
Next pitch. Hit.
Diving stop.
Fair ball, rolls up,
Reach it.
left field.
India, looking at extra bases.
Extra base hit.
India leads off the game with a base hit.
What up, Alex?
Last night a single, and the Royals in business to start.
Royals with a leadoff double.
He really is kind of the cause for this offense. If the star is Bobby Witt Jr., India getting
Thanks to
on
India.
scoring runs has been a great catalyst. They're 21-8 when he scores.
Next
one
man up.
game. And this one, he just hooked the slider that was just out of the reach of Vientos.
Yeah, Vientos couldn't play that.
So that'll bring up one of the hottest hitters in Major League Baseball, Bobby Witt Jr.
Witt Jr. just got a bunch of his rookie cards.
Hitting streak right now, batting almost 400 during that stretch.
Strike, fastball at 95.
Seventh double-digit hitting streak for Bobby Witt Jr. since the start of last season. Nice splitter in the dirt. Nice block by Torrens.
In the dirt, good block from Louise. Counts 1-1.
The blocking pitches, I think it's more challenged now with a 1 lead down. And Torrens has mastered it. He really has.
Meanwhile, Bobby Witt Jr. has mastered these situations with runners in scoring position hitting .313 this season.
Bouncing in the dirt. Splitter in the dirt.
By Torrens.
Counts 2-1.
This was the home run by Bobby Witt Jr. last night that put the Royals up 3-1 late.
Sometimes you forget how much power he has. In this 14-game hitting streak, 23 hits, 5 doubles, 4 home runs.
2-1 for Witt Jr. Pop up, center field. Shallow center for Beatty. Out. One away. Vientos playing third. Lindor, the all-star, short. Second base, Beatty. The all-star at first, Alonso, and Luis Torrens is the catcher. Outfield, Nimmo at left, Taylor at center. McNeil is playing right.
He started in 2024, 94 times in his career.
Vinny Pasquantino, third batter up for the Royals here in the first inning. Pasquantino swinging first.
Pop up, foul, right field corner there.
Vinny went 2 for 4 last night with a double and a strikeout.
Vinny only hit 177 in March and April, but since May has rolled around, since then, he's a 300 hitter. So he's really changed this season.
Counts 0-1. Upstairs, fastball, counts 1-1.
Well, we mentioned Bobby Witt Jr. and how good he has been with runners in scoring position. Last year, Pasquantino was the third best in Major League Baseball, hit 360 in these spots, but this season hit just 216. Still driving it
Foul. Fastball.
Fastball.
Third base side, counts 1-2. For Pasquantino.
Nice core of players, but Bobby Witt leading it off. Raquel Garcia,
1-2.
Greg Leone,
Next pitch.
Pasquantino. That's a nice core of young players.
Here we go. Foul.
Pasquantino stays alive, bouncing into the dirt. Which
What
makes
up,
what's
Jordan
happening
TV?
right now all
Jordan
the more
TV,
fascinating
what
for
up?
me, because you have a core of young players. You're kind of on that playoff bubble right now. Do you go all in and try and reinforce after making the playoffs last year, or do you sell a little bit at the deadline and maybe try and reinforce for next year and the year after?
Yeah, it's a good question, Steve. You know, certain markets can bear certain fruits. And if
That's
it's
low.
Kansas City, I think of an organization
Counts
that
2 and
isn't
2.
going to go out there and get the big gap maybe that they need. And if I were them, I would try to roll it out with the Lugos and Walkers, who are going to be much coveted, and try to make a mark. This is a postseason team. They have not played up to their potential yet.
Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss.
Goes down swinging for the second out of the inning.
2 outs.
Slider by
Slider.
Montes, and there's 2 away.
You know, the back foot slider is an art.
Got him with the slider.
Because left-handed hitters love it down and in. So you offer them a down and in pitch and bend it out of the zone. And that's one of the best ones I've seen from Montas since he's been in the Mets uniform.
Montas 1 batter away from getting out of the inning after giving up the leadoff double to Jonathan India. Michael Garcia, who went 0 for 4 last night, up for the first time this afternoon.
Garcia, 301 batting average. Strike. I guess it just got in there.
Garcia just named as
He's got 8 home runs on the season, 40 RBIs, 818 OPS. He's 0 for 4 as of last night. Next pitch. Foul and back, counts 0-2.
Your recipe for success presented by Vesco QQQ. This guy probably shouldn't be an all-star replacement. You could make the argument that he should have been an all-star right from the start. It's just a fantastic season for Michael Garcia.
30 multi-
This will be pitch 17 from Montas.
With the Yankees 37.
Way outside, counts 1-2.
Started the season hitting in the bottom of the third of the order, and now firmly in the top 5. As I talked about yesterday, he was known for his speed and his glove early in his career, but this is a true breakout season offensively for Michael Garcia. And he takes that splitter in the dirt.
Splitter in the dirt,
By Torrens.
counts 2-2.
This is his third one already. These balls are traveling 455 feet. And just some catchers have the ability to become like a big league bag.
Next pitch.
Absorb it and then keep it in front of them.
Ron, is it easier to block when the ball is 50 feet versus right in front.
No, it's harder. It's harder. The deeper it is, the better.
Here we go.
It is.
So there's
Ball outside and low. We got a full count.
last minute that makes it a little more difficult when it's closer to you.
No, what Torrens does is that what a lot of catchers don't do. He anticipates when he calls a certain pitch that he's going to anticipate it's going to be a bad pitch or a pitch out of the strike zone. Anticipation is key for catching.
Here's the payoff to Garcia. Fouled off the mask of Torrens, shakes him up a little bit.
Nobody gets hit
Full count after that foul.
than Luis Torrens. And it started in spring training this year. You can see he's shaking it off. But again, right off the top of the forehead, he got one at home. I think it was against the Yankees
20 pitches from Frankie.
or about a week ago.
Yeah, good.
There's got to be something a little
Is that what we wanted?
It's all right. There's something wrong with all of them.
There goes India.
Pop up.
Popped up. Going back.
Foul territory. Alonso with the out. Nice.
So
That's the end of one. Scoreless in KC.
Scoreless in one.
Commercial break. I'll be right back.
Lingo Health, a single electronic health record gives you access to all of your doctors, lab results, images, prescriptions, and visits. It's always something.
At Atlantic Pocket, we like to say, no matter the style, we'll make you smile. Whether it's the sharp-looking report, the economical HRV, the spacious pilot, or the entertaining Odyssey, we have the service, the selection, and the people to make every Honda lover the happiest ever. You'll find your style and find your smile. Because we always go the extra mile.
Hi, I'm Kayla Decky. As an Olympic athlete, you might think staying healthy is easy for me. Truth is, we all face challenges. Keeping the right mindset is how we achieve our best personal performance. At Catholic Health, the same focus on wellness and prevention that I follow every day is the way they think too. That's why I'm teaming up with Catholic Health to help make healthcare even more positive, proactive, and personal for every person across Long Island. Long live you, and long live Long Island.
Long Island celebrates freedom at James 58 Casino Motel. This July, we're honoring the red, white, and blue with our $60,000 patriotic
What up, Jake? Did you have a different name? What's going on, Jake?
At 7 p.m., the grand prize winner will be drawn $25,000 cash. Five times every multipliers come to where Long Island wins at James 58 Casino Motel. This is Team Shea Stadium versus Team
What is this?
City Field.
Team Shea Stadium versus Team City Field.
Saturday, September 13th. Go to Mets.com/alumni classic.
Oh, Alumni Classic. That's pretty cool.
So on a bullpen day for the Royals.
Jonathan Bowling, 16 innings pitched, ERA 3.38, 9 scoreless outings, and 13 appearances. Sorry, I flew in my mouth.
10% of the time.
Alonso takes a ball inside, counts 1-0.
Only 7 strikeouts.
Alonso rocking the shades, 281 batting average. 21 homers, 77 RBIs, 907 OPS. 0 for 4 last night with 1 RBI.
That walk was an RBI, bases loaded, struck out 3 times.
And hit over there by third to first. He's out by a lot after that fastball. 1 down. It is a bullpen game today for KC.
Still has the starter's repertoire. Last year, fully transitioned from starter to reliever at the end of the season. As a starter in AAA at a 5.58 ERA, and then as a reliever, 2.77.
Pitch.
His first time up after his huge breakout, hopefully, in the Mets last night.
Justin Credible. Frio. What up, my dude Frio? 1-0, here's the count. Now it's a strike, fastball. 1-1 count for Vientos rocking the shades. I just bought his rookie card. It's so funny. 217 batting average. Hit.
Pops up that breaking ball. ball.
Breaking ball, shallow right field in the sun. He's out. Damn it, Vientos, 2 outs. Slacking. I was going to stream yesterday, but it was rained out and I fell asleep. And then during the week, I just didn't feel like streaming.
Very cool story about him and his family legacy at the University of Memphis, the junior year.
I might stream WWE tonight.
2018, he recorded a school record.
And then I'm streaming again tomorrow.
In a complete game win. So he has the record for that. His father, Mark, though, threw the lone perfect game in the history of the University of Memphis.
That's a ball. Fastball goes ball to McNeil.
No choice.
Counts 1-0. McNeil, 249 batting average, 9 home runs, 29 RBI, 795 OPS. He was also 0 for 4 last night.
2 outs in second. 0 for 4 last night with 2 strikeouts.
They call that a ball.
That pitch taken at the top of the zone, and it's 2-0.
Hmm.
Early on, seems like Chris Siegel is giving the hitters that pitch borderline at the letters.
Counts 2-0. Yeah, Chris Siegel, home plate umpire, is giving the hitters the call right now.
Started Chris Siegel as his career.
Woo, wow, he called that a strike. I don't know. Counts 2-1. I don't know about this.
He hasn't really hunt for strikes at the top of the zone. Let's see if that holds true here this afternoon.
That's a foul. Fastball, third base side, counts 2-2.
This is still a beautiful stadium. It's the 5th oldest in baseball. Fenway, Wrigley, Dodger Stadium.
I miss Minaya, though, for you. I miss Sean Minaya.
Beautiful here.
Struck him out. Damn, man. 4 outs.
10 to 7. That's 6 up, 6 down. Start the game.
What do you do when things
As I eat my homemade macaroni and cheese, the Mets have gone 6 up, 6 down.
Ask your doctor about Pluvicto. Pluvicto is not a chemotherapy. It's a different treatment. It targets PSA and positive cells. It's
I want Minaya back in the lineup, and I want Sanga back in the lineup as soon as possible. Is it true Severino wants to come back? Or is that just rumors? Because I thought I saw something that Severino wanted to come back.
Side effects include decreased blood cell counts, tiredness, dry mouth, nausea, appetite loss, joint and back pain, and constipation. Ask your doctor about Pluvicto, because every day without cancer depression is a victory.
This just in. The same game highlight from Bet365 just keeps getting better. That's correct. It's now even easier to create your own unique bet. You can just hit one. Hits. What line? Totals. Home runs. The same game highlight. The choice is truly yours.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365.
Yeah, I saw that. As long as they get these little minor things out of the way for postseason, then I guess get it out of the way and recover. Montaz back on the mound, bottom of the second.
Perez leading off against Frankie Montas.
Hit.
Pitch swing, ground ball, right.
Grounded.
Keeps it in front of him.
Beatty to Alonso, out at first after a fastball. 1 down. Good save there, Beatty. Six, Michael, 6.
Royals rookie Jack Caglione. 6th overall pick just a year ago at the University of Florida, already up.
Caglione. Knee.
A little peek of
146 batting average. Took a strike. Counts 0-1. Caglione. 4 home runs, 7 RBIs, 475 OPS.
But he put up monster numbers.
Interesting, Michael.
AA and AAA this season.
B! What's up, B?
Dillon chases again there on the splitter. He's behind 0-2. Jack went 0 for 4 last night with a strikeout. Hitting just 146 overall in 33 games in the big league. So
It's a reprint of a Picasso. It's Courtney's. I'm not allowed to cover it on the stream, apparently. Counts 0-2 for dude's name I can't pronounce, Gaglione, or something like
So
that.
Jack is not Jack. His first name is Jack.
Yeah.
Jack is because his initials are
In the dirt counts 2 and 2.
Jeffrey Allen.
Yeah, that's old school shit, Justin. Incredible.
So Jack Caglione is
Anybody watching the WWE thing on Saturday night's main event on NBC tonight?
So it was Jonathan Davis.
If you guys are gonna watch it, I'll do a live stream again later tonight. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Hit. Foul. First base side.
When I was a kid, I was always known as RJ in my house because my dad is Ron Sr. and I'm Ron Jr. People go, why do they call you RJ? I go, well, I'm Ron Jr. They're like, oh, that's stupid. You know, it's just some people don't always.
I think it's Goldberg's last match, and then he's gonna officially retire.
It's just the doubling up of the names that gets me.
Hit.
Hot shot.
Bates got it. Underhand toss to Alonso out. Or sidearm to Alonso out.
Second out of the inning. That's the clap from Frankie
2 outs.
Montas. Nice job by Brett Beatty in second.
Nice movement to his left. This ball was rolled. Hit on the nose, so he had to get over there, scrambled up,
Hey, you might be right.
and makes the throw.
You might be right, B.
You've seen him dive and make some plays. His inability to get up quickly and make the play, that was not a problem there. Beautiful.
Third batter up for the Royals in the second is Nick Lofton.
Lofton just looked that strike down the pipe. Counts 0-1. 196 average, 3 homers, 11 RBI, 626 OPS, 1 for 4 last night with 1 RBI. This is going to be pitch 30 from Frankie.
First round pick out of the University of Baylor in 2020.
Strike. Call it. Counts 0-2. He didn't even play it. He just looked right at it. Again.
Let him know that 6 foot 6 inches, 260 pounds. I will let him know that you have an issue.
I should have said it tomorrow. Should have said it tomorrow. We can get out of Dodge.
I wonder if the sun's in his eyes and he's just like, I can't see it. That's low. Counts 1 and 2.
You know, I feel for.
Why is he not rocking
There's
shades?
such a leap these days between AAA and the big leagues, and we only know that because we talk to Carlos Mendoza and other managers, and they tell you flat out. That
My girlfriend makes a mean
AAA does not
homemade mac and cheese.
even remotely
Counts 1 and 2. Next pitch.
face here as far as pitching speed.
Way upstairs. Fastball at 96 high. Counts 2 and 2.
Fan bases are clamoring for these young hitters to be called up because they're hitting 330 in AAA. Just be careful. It doesn't always work.
Fastball outside. Full count.
Full of 3 and 2.
Full count with 2 outs. 33 pitches from Frankie.
You're removed from playing college baseball. If he continues to struggle at this rate, I wonder if maybe the All-Star break, send him back down for a little while to get the confidence back up.
There we go. Hit.
Say it's the
Foul. First base side. Another fastball at 97. Count stays full.
when to bring up one of their
Lofton stays alive.
Why? Because they don't want to send them down. They want to make sure that they're ready for the next level, and when they get here, they can be productive, and they don't have to learn on the fly.
Got him.
Strike 3.
3 outs.
Good slider.
Slider again. Back foot slider.
1, 2, 3.
We're going to the third. Mets with Frankie got a 1-2-3 there, so Mets will be up after this. If you're looking for the game and you're in the New York area, game is on SNY today. What time is the Mets game tomorrow? 1 o'clock?
For someone who gets it.
Oh, excuse me. Can someone let me know what time WWE main event is? I think it's 8 o'clock. So if you guys come back and I don't fall asleep, I'll do a little WWE play-by-play because one of my favorite wrestlers, Goldberg, is officially retiring tonight. Yeah, it's 8 to 10. And the Mets tomorrow play at 2:10. And then me and Courtney, we're going to do the All-Star game. We're going to do the... Home Run Derby. We're going to be doing all that.
I should have said it tomorrow.
We're going to be doing the All-Star game. We're going to do the Home Run Derby. We're going to do the Home Run Derby. We're going to do the All-Star game. We're going to do the Home Run Derby. We're going to be doing all that. during the week. What's up, guy? What up, dude? Don't forget to like the stream. Don't forget to subscribe when you get the chance while we're in commercial break. What else we got going on? This is fucking good. Not a sponsor, but it's good. Oh, actually, you know what? Is there a UFC on tonight?
Or you have to change it for one reason and one reason only. The Kansas City barbecue.
Yeah, there's a UFC fight card on tonight.
There, but
I might have seen that.
Now that barbecue's a little different than Texas and North Carolina.
I think.
Heavy vinegar base.
Yeah, you're right, guy.
For the burns.
Yes.
Remember Dude Wife's sponsor? Yeah, they didn't. They just decided not to go with me.
A place here called Joe's.
They went a different route, I guess. I don't know.
And it literally looks like a gas station when you show
Oh,
up.
sorry. Counts only 2 for Taylor. 211 average, 2 homers, 17 RBIs. I didn't see the OPS. Ball outside, counts 1 and 2.
I remember back in 2015 during the World Series when the entire baseball world descended on Kansas City, and there were lines out the door at all the Kansas City barbecue places. You had to wait hours.
And he struck him out. Royals winning today? Yeah, whatever. What's your thoughts on the trade deadline for the Mets?
Nice job by Mr. Bowlen so far. Nice
I thought they were going to get.
off the
I
zone.
thought they were going to get more pitchers, but it doesn't seem like anything is in the works.
Bowlen has only pitched
I thought I heard a rumor that either Jose Q or Severino
38 pitches.
wanted to come back to New York, but I could be wrong.
So here's Brett Beatty.
Beatty hit over towards short, backhand throw to first. Wow, he got him. Bobby Witt Jr. to throw over to first. Holy smokes. 2 outs.
Well, the ground ball to the right of Witt. He just has so much range and such a strong arm to be able to make that play. If Michael Jordan influenced everyone to have their tongue out when they shot the shot, well, Derek Jeter influenced all the shortstops of today to have that jump throw in the hole.
Witt came into today with 15
I am.
points above average.
What day is the home run derby? Is that Monday?
First in the American League,
Strike.
second only behind Nick Allen of the Rays in Major League Baseball.
Counts 0-1 for Torrance. Torrance 207 batting average. Monday, yeah. Who's in it? Do we have a Met in it or no? We don't. We have a Yankee in it.
8 up, 8 down for the Mets.
How come Alonso didn't want to do it? Counts 0-2. Fastball fouling back.
Jonathan Bowlen, big boy, 6 feet 6 inches.
But Alonso is he's going to be in the All-Star game as an alternate, right? Ball outside counts 1 and 2. Yeah, I think Edwin Diaz is also an alternate. And then we've got Lindor playing short. Hit over towards right field. It's warning track. It's going. Off the wall. He just missed it.
And that'll be extra bases for Luis
Damn.
Torrens.
He's on second, though. Damn, I thought he had it.
Thought he had a beat on
Oh,
it.
man, somebody needs to clip me making that noise. That was funny.
And the Mets have their first base runner of the afternoon.
Oh, man, I thought he had it. Luis almost had it.
Struck.
Damn, that was fucking close. Pardon my French.
So Caglione, I think right now,
Dude, it needed like this much more and it would have been a home run.
To get at top speed to get back there, but I don't
Daddy
think-
Jazz made All-Stars. What's your thoughts? I'm just glad there's a New Yorker or a player that plays for New York in the home run derby guy. I'll root for him. I'll root for him.
Caglione just learning that position of right field in college.
I don't know why you keep calling him daddy, though. But
First baseman.
ball upstairs counts 1-0.
Boyles put him out there to unleash that 96-mile-an-hour arm.
Fuck, that reminds me. I got to feed my cat next commercial
It's
break.
all a learning process for a young rookie. Back to the top of the
Counts
order.
1-0. Counts 2-0 for Nimmo. That fastball's on the outside. Nimmo 0 for 1 on the day. Struck out in the first. The season with runners in scoring position, 23 for 91. 4 home runs, 35 RBIs. My cat will get pissed if I don't feed him. My dog just chowed down. What do you feed your dog? Special food?
He takes that straight.
Or does he get like dry
They try
food?
to
Counts
understand
2-1
it's so difficult
for
to get.
Nimmo.
And it's not only the guys with velocity, but Brandon Nimmo.
Dun, 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 dun. Hit over. Oh my God!
Lips off the glove.
And he dropped it. Wow, that would have been crazy catch, and he got hurt.
It's like he might have been shaken up.
He's all right. Garcia will shake it off.
He had it in his glove, but just caught it in the.
Oh, he just dropped it. Look at that. Oh man, he just dropped it.
It's hit.
Why do they have dugout seats there in
I'm sure. Kind of
KC? That's kind of weird.
We talked about this last night. So much foul territory here at Kauffman Stadium that just can't give up on anything.
All right, he dropped it, so the count stays 2-2 with Louise on second. Next pitch to Nimmo.
Swung on a miss. Strike 3. Brandon Nimmo goes.
No, he struck him out there. No, I was too lazy, guy. I was too lazy. I gotta go feed my cat. I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, when I was streaming, yeah, they weren't too bad, right? I was in the front section. Oh, you're talking about you got some interesting things. Oh, they said I did. My birthday present from Courtney was pretty cool. Coming out of the commercial.
Well, I was right. Buy one, get one free for back to school.
Frankie back on the mound.
Season ticket membership.
2026 Mets memberships. Place your deposit now for next season. Pay more than you should for a team that'll break your heart. The New York Mets.
Mets and Royals scoreless. Frankie Montas. No face.
Very nice guy.
Kyle Isbell, and then back to the top of the order with Jonathan India. So far through 2 innings, Montas has looked very sharp.
Foul.
He's been in total control, which you can't always say when he's
Counts
been
on
after
one.
his first 3 starts. There are some times where he loses control of the baseball, but he's had a plan. He's stuck to it. He's executing his pitches. It's nice to see.
In the dirt. Counts 1-1.
He's not really been competitive. with
Rave,
the stick yet.
175 average, no homers, 4 RBIs, 496 OPS, 0 for 3 last night. He's their left fielder. Hit, foul, and back counts
on a
1
swing
and
and miss
2.
on that splitter. So as you said, you have to find the range, but that splitter so far this season a whip rate of over 40%.
Yeah, it really should play against these left-handed hitters of the Royals. The only problem is the same lineup as last night, and they had to face the Ghost Storm last night. So that's as good a split as you're going to see.
Rave is super fast. I'm super fast.
Ground ball foul. That's a great
Ground ball
point, though.
foul.
You see a splitter as good as Montas's splitter has been, not just this year but last year too.
Counts 1 and 2.
There's nothing in the game quite like the Ghost Fork of Senga, so does that make it a little easier to lay off today with Montas?
I would say that it does, yes, because the two differences in the split fingers are this, or forepaw, if you want to call it, is that when we watch Senga, when it leaves his hand, it presents itself.
Counts 2 and 2. That was pitch 40 from
So that's
Frankie.
why they offer at it. It doesn't always present itself as a strike when it leaves the hand of Montas. The 50-foot forkball is that Torrens had to block.
Ground ball to the right side, another
Rounded over towards the right side, over to first. Alonso with the out. 1 down. 2 to go. Lane, what's up, Lane?
The majors, and this is one of the most
I have no idea, guy.
topics that I can remember. Yesterday, the rookie Jacob Vizarowski named to the NL All-Star team after just 5 starts, the fewest games ever for someone named to an All-Star game, surpassing by a wide margin Paul Skeens, who had set the record last year at 11.
Well, hey, listen, let's separate the kid from the choice. He had nothing to do with it. So to have any vitriol against the Mizorowski, is ill-placed and silly. It's not his fault. They decided to do it. But it can also be kind of
That's low.
a joke to the game.
How do you feel about the Mets? I want them to go on a winning streak.
That he's only pitched.
How do you feel about my Shador
Like
Sanders
you were
rookie
saying,
card?
11 times Kings pitched
11 times.
last year, and he was in the All-Star game. And
One
it-
up
it didn't
3,400,
really raise
72.
any eyebrows around baseball.
Foul. First base side counts 1 and 2 for
There's
Isbell.
so many deserving pitchers out there that look askance at this choice. So again, separating this young man who's gotten off to a great start in his career, he had nothing to do with the choice, but it's a bad choice.
Matt Gill does a fantastic job.
Well, I got his rookie card, so maybe I should go and get it graded.
Got some incendiary quotes from that Phillies clubhouse. You mentioned other pitchers more deserving.
Oh, Travis
And
Hunter?
certainly Christopher
I got another one.
Sanchez,
I got another
Ranger
Travis
Suarez
Hunter.
Are notable snubs.
Counts 2 and 2.
Thing today is Major League Baseball apparently had told Matt Gelb when he reached out that both of those players were offered spots in the game. Swung and a miss, strike 3. That splitter.
Struck him out with a splitter.
Second out of the inning. But that they both declined to pitch in the game. As we see this splitter one more time. And thus, if they were not going to pitch, they were not allowed to be named All-Stars. Now, this morning,
Next man up.
Christopher Sanchez's agent disputed that and said he's willing
There's
to
my
pitch
new
no matter-
Cam Ward.
no matter what.
Other Cam Ward.
And I would be too, because Sanchez, by not being
Counts 1 and 0.
misses out on a $200,000 bonus.
Yeah, I mean, I'd go just to sign the baseballs and clean spikes for $200,000. It's ugly all the way around, to tell you the truth. Now, in one sense, have we ever talked more about the All-Star game than we have today with this choice? So that's one thing.
My cat is eating
I
right
just
now.
remember my childhood.
Counts 1 and 1 for
I spent
India.
the whole day Tuesday
He's 1 for 1 on the day. He had a double.
thinking about watching that All-Star game. It was the biggest moment in my house
Counts 2 and 1.
once a year that me and my younger brothers, my dad would sit and watch the greats. It's less of that now, certainly much less of that now. And I really don't even watch the game. I watch the home run derby over the game. And I love the game.
Foul.
Well, the game has changed so much.
Counts 2 and 2 after that fastball.
Really competitive. That's right. It's not that anymore. It's much more of an exhibition, and
50 pitches from
not
front.
so much necessarily based on merit all the time, but by popularity with the fan vote. And with a decision like this by a guy that's maybe going to generate some buzz rather than generate a deserving number.
Fans have done a better job of picking the All-Stars than Major Leagues have done.
Bounce in the dirt, full
Which is
count.
Usually, you wouldn't think the case. In 1985, when I went to the All-Star game, it was such an amazing honor, and I had it in my contract too. It wasn't $200,000, but it was something very important that I was able to get. And our president, Chuck Feedy of the National League, before interleague play, he gave an impassioned speech before the game that the National League does not lose to the American League. And you felt
Struck him out. Fastball.
you had to go out.
All right. That's the end of 3. We are going to the 4th. Mets are going to be up after this. Are they in KC? They are in KC.
This is the States so far. They considered captain of this franchise. David Blaine does it for the first time. It's his first major league home run. To me, dream come true with
I'm meeting David Wright tomorrow, by the way. So you know what? I might not be streaming tomorrow. I just remembered. I'm going to get an autographed jersey from David Wright.
Sometimes my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis gets in my way. But thanks to Sky Rizzy, I'm free to bare my skin. With Sky Rizzy, I saw dramatically clearer skin. And many people were 100% plaque-free. Sky Rizzy is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur before treatment.
Oh, yeah. These are all my rookie cards that came in yesterday.
Symptoms of vaccines.
I have more in my mailbox that I have to get. I got a ton of rookie cards from this year's draft and players that were
Now's the time.
drafted.
Ask your doctor about Sky Rizzy.
I might send some of them out to like PSA to get them graded, but I also may wait and see how they do.
Majestic. Recreation. At Progressive, we treat
All right, once the season starts. How do you feel about football Giants? Not very good.
And when you bundle them with your
That reminds me.
you can be sure they get the 24/7 protection.
I ordered a Dart rookie jersey. It should be in my mailbox. I gotta get that.
Your next adventure. Because that's just how we do it around here. Around these
I don't think so.
From them parts.
I got a Jacob DeGrom rookie.
It's just how we do it.
Scoreless as we enter the 4th inning. It'll be Lindor, Soto, and Alonso for the Mets. Lindor.
All right, Lindor. Strike counts 0-1. He flew out in the first. 19 home runs on the season.
100th career game.
Really wanna get this
Francisco
one
Lindor
graded.
against Kansas City.
The Shador Sanders, Cleveland Brown rookie.
And he smacks one into right field.
Hit over towards right field. We got a lead-off single here for Francisco Lindor with no outs.
81 RBIs in his 100 games played against the Royals.
Very
versus
nice,
any of the
Lindor.
other categories.
Well, threw a first pitch slider for a strike, and then it looks like a little changeup that stayed right in the middle of the plate. Lindor took care of it. Look at this side swing, how much torque and power Lindor puts into the baseball. Tough to run on these Royals, Steve.
They've only allowed 20 stolen bases this season as Juan Soto takes
Strike
right
counts
now.
0-1.
That is first in the majors by a wide margin. How good have the Mets been this
For
season?
Juan Soto, the DH. He's 1 for 1 today, lined out in the first. He's 0 for 1 today, lined out in the first. 22 home runs, 54 RBIs. Lindor's going to second, and he's safe by a lot.
Francisco Lindor
Lost his helmet, but he's safe.
21 stolen bases now.
21 stolen bases on the season for Lindor.
So that toe's feeling much better. He got kind of a
How come Juan Soto didn't do the home run derby? I'm really perplexed by that. I think
lead here at first base. So there was no chance. So the veteran Perez just held on to the baseball.
that would have been
Gotta
cool.
give kudos to Antoine Richardson. He had such a big lead because he knew the talent.
1-1 count. Here we go. Soto pops one up, foul, and back.
Antoine Richardson spends upwards of 8 hours watching video for every series on every pitcher to make sure
Counts
his
1 and
base
2.
runners are informed as to what to look for.
Well, it's to the place where Carlos Mendoza, the manager, there we go.
Throw in a second, not in time for the pick.
Carlos Mendoza has really just ceded everything that has to do with the running game to Antoine. It's like, listen, I take care of my stuff. You've got the running game. You take care of it because it's handled so well by Antoine.
Yeah, Antoine said that Mendoza really empowered him and said, I want you to take ownership of this.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And for our folks at home, what's a tell? Tell is when a coach at first knows the pitcher does a certain thing when he's coming to first, and he does
Joseph,
another
what's
thing
up?
when he's going home. And if he's got that tell, he can tell the runner. So it's almost like a done deal. If they know
Count
that
is full.
sometimes they drop their chin
Low
before
again.
they go to the plate, if they know that tell,
Wants to
as soon as the
watch it.
chin drops,
Counts full for Soto.
We're now 15 for 17 on stolen base attempts this season. Payoff pitch to Juan Soto, and he smacks
And he'll
it.
smack one right field. Ah! Hey! It's Rampage time, folks. 2-run, home run, Juan Soto. Bop, boom.
well, at this ballpark, it's a prodigious home
Hold on, my
run.
cat is trying to go in the closet
And that's what Soto did right there.
to hibernate.
Off the bat, even up in our booth here, I don't know how far we're away, it was like an explosion in the back of the ball.
23rd home run of the season for Juan Soto as his standout first half continues.
Interesting, Joseph.
Now Alonso muscles one into center field, and Isbell is there for the first down of the inning.
And out at center field there.
Also swing on this. It's a hanging slider, which just sped up.
Is that Alonso that was just out?
And this was just, the pitcher knew it right away. He didn't even have to look at it. Soto knew it right away. And
That's cool, those waterfalls there in KC. I want to go there.
430
That looks like a cool stadium.
that home run for Juan Soto.
You know, one of the most difficult parts for a manager,
Foul, counts on.
watch where this lands again.
For Vientos.
That's 450 feet plus. I was going to say, one of the most difficult parts for a manager in Quatraro is
Count 21.
now Matt Quatraro, is that his starting pitcher got sick, Lorenzen, today. So he had to make a bullpen game. This young man has not thrown over 2 innings or 38 pitches. And
Game
now
is
he's
on
throwing
SNY.
so you're always trying to
Fastball goes ball, 2-1 Vientos.
Flourish, but sometimes you can't. And pushed now going in trouble here in the fourth.
By the way, Soto's 23rd.
Please like the stream when you guys get a chance.
Ties the most first half homers of his career. Last year hit 23 before the All-Star break as well.
Oh, because I'm going to see David Wright tomorrow? Yeah, it's going to be
Base
awesome.
hit, so Mark Vientos.
Base hit for Vientos. He'll go to first. It stopped there.
Turns back. So Vientos, another good sign.
Another slider. Remember the one last night that was a 3-run double to right center? This is another one in the middle of the plate. And now he's starting to find the range and starting to find the holes.
Here comes the pitching coach, Brian Sweeney.
Pitching coach to the mound.
He'll have a conversation with Nolan. And you know, with Soto, Ron, it really is amazing to think about what the conversation was surrounding him the first 2 months of the season. And how he just wasn't quite himself and he was slumping. And Francisco Lindor put it best the other day when he said, yeah, I'll sign up for that slump every single day of the week.
He's got the kind of swing that kids are going to emulate for years to come. And the power and the plate discipline. He is in control of the at-bat.
Jeff McNeil up at
And
bat.
that's where.
That's going to fly away.
Curveball that doesn't even come close.
Counts 1-0.
And the bullpen is
Oh, you were a little bit behind, Justin. I'm sorry. Welcome back. Are you behind, or you're ahead of the game? I'm so confused on what you're saying. Ball counts 1-0.
You know, for me, Ron, when you talk about the contrast.
Ball counts 2-0 for McNeil.
What really makes it worth it is not this stuff. This stuff is fantastic when he's on a heater like this. But it's the fact that when, again, he was slumping, and I said that in air quotes, the first 2 months of the year, he was still on base.
Pop up for McNeil. He's pissed at himself. He's going to be out at left field. Out at left field.
It was OPS the first 2 months of the year was 7-7.
2 down.
So it's above average for everybody else.
Well, I think
2 down. Vientos on
every hitter is
first.
going to have slumps. Every hitter is going to be hot. But when Juan is hot, most guys, their slash line when they're hot would be 300 batting average, 400 on base, maybe 500 slug. He's 350, 550, 700 slug. You know, it's a whole different temperature. But he is going like he's going there.
OPS now.
Strike the Taylor counts on 1.
Tyrone Taylor up for the second time today. Struck out in the third. He swings
Yeah, my
the
baseball
slider
cards that
ball
came in.
behind 0-2.
Counts 0-2.
Pitch of the afternoon for Bowling.
There's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Looked like a slider.
Swinging for his second strikeout of the afternoon.
All right, bottom of the 4th we go. 1 stranded for the Mets. 2-0 Mets.
When you switch to Fanatics Sportsbook, winning is different with FanCash. We're giving you up to 10% back in FanCash, win or lose on your bet, and you'll also earn FanCash every time you pick up gear from the Fanatics app. Plus, every Friday, we're giving away FanCash with our new game, FanCash Drop. It's time to get in on America's fastest growing sportsbook. Download the Fanatics Sportsbook app today.
Get 2.9% APR for 6 2025 Cadillac Lyric. Visit your local Cadillac dealer today.
The guy sitting next to your girl in a kiss cam.
Yeah, I have a Lindor rookie card. I would say I always keep Mets rookies in my collection. So I have a rookie Vientos, a rookie DeGrom, a rookie Beatty, a rookie Alonso, a rookie Lindor, a rookie Juan Soto. I have a rookie Bernie Williams from the Yanks.
This weekend's Bet and Get offer presented by Fanatics Sportsbook. Friday through Sunday, bet on MLB and get rewarded. Stay tuned for exclusive offers all season long and see full promotional terms in the Fanatics Sportsbook app. Frankie Montas has been fantastic for the Mets. Mets
All right.
enjoying what they're seeing.
Bottom of the 4th, 2-0 Mets. Frankie back on the mound.
It's a little hot. Got that sweat towel going. Will be the hardly order. Bobby Witt Jr., Vinny Pasquantino, and Michael Garcia.
I'm trying to get a rookie Mariano Rivera.
There again, strike right on the borderline at the letters.
I don't think so, guy.
Called the ball
Did he?
today.
Counts 1-0. Sanger came back yesterday? I didn't watch yesterday's game. I have no idea what happened other than the fact that the Mets won. Next pitch to Witt. Foul. Counts 1-1.
Well, he's still got some chase in his game. I mean, he is not even fully developed yet, and he's this great of a player. So there's a little bit of chase. But to get the chase, I mean, throw a pitch that he's going to chase out of the strike zone. You've got to challenge him, and you've also got to throw in, which is a dangerous proposition because he's got a very, very quick bat.
Counts
You
2-1.
can stay down as opposed to up. You're in a better better place for Bob.
He led Major League Baseball in hits and batting average last year. One of 2 players ever to lead Major League Baseball in batting average during a 30-30 season. The only other one was
Here's the 2-1.
in 2018.
Oh,
He gets
shit.
hold of that one, a high fly ball going back to Nimmo at the track.
At the track, out. Jesus Christ, I got scared for a minute. He's out. That was almost a home run at left field, though.
And there's just a gentle kind of breeze blowing in from left field. So, if anything, that ball was held up and didn't carry for Witt Jr. Sky high, got it a little off the end. And this is, we said it last night, we should probably repeat it. This is a big, big ballpark. Anyone who's a pitcher would be happy to be employed here.
Vinny Pasquantino, second batter up. And Ron, I was talking to Tyrone Taylor about playing in this outfield.
Counts on 1.
Center field, one of the biggest center fields to cover in Major League Baseball. And I'm surprised he said, I actually love playing in this center field.
Hit.
Pasquantino also
That's a base hit.
Right field.
Right field, shallow right field.
And that's the
1 on, 1 out.
There's 2 reasons. One, the grass is
Montez has 58 pitches. Why is there a gorilla there?
Yes, it's big, but there's no real. There's the Pasquatch every time Vinny Pasquantino.
Oh, the Pasquatch? Every time Pasquantino comes up to bat, that's weird.
The outfield wall that you need to worry about. It's very conventional, and so for someone with the speed of Taylor and the athleticism, he says it's all about just running around. And I love that. Plenty of room to run.
You know, I grew up in these kind of ballparks that were circular in dimensions. Most of them had artificial turf.
Counts on 1.
The city had artificial turf in the day. And that was the great equalizer because balls that were hit in the gap were triples here when it had AstroTurf.
That's low. Counts 1 and 1.
Hoffman Stadium, built in 1973. You see those dimensions.
Most area square feet covered in the major leagues, more space to cover than Coors Field.
Now, why would the AstroTurf cause more triples? Is it because the ball just moves?
Counts 1 and
You could hit a
2
ball
for Garcia.
that could be to the right or left of Lindor, and it would roll all the way to the wall. It wouldn't be able to be stopped in the gap by any of the outfielders.
Miguel Garcia
Ball on the
takes
outside.
Outside 2-2. Now, changing from AstroTurf to grass wasn't the only change that's taking place here. It's a gorgeous ballpark now with fountains and everything out in the outfield. That's not the way it looked when you used to play.
No, it was just really.
Here's the 2-2.
fence, and that was it.
In the dirt, full count.
In the outfields here, this big, beautiful kind of video board in center field. Batter's eye is beautiful. It's just it's a great ballpark to come to.
Got a merry-go-round back there as well. Left center. Now, I've been on the one in Detroit at America. Looks a little better than that one, to be honest. Long hold by Montas.
Struck him out.
Swing and a miss from
Fastball.
Garcia. Strike out for the second out of the inning.
Whenever my aunt wanted me to do chores for her, she would bribe me with a Slurpee from 7-Eleven.
In that box by waiting so long.
We had a 7-Eleven built on the corner near my family home in like 1990.
On the splitter, but also on that four-seam fastball.
7 or 6?
That's causing the swing and miss.
She'd be like, help your mom mow the lawn and weed whack and I'll get you a Swoopy. And I'd be like, no, I want cash.
Salvador
I was already a businessman. Swing and a miss. Counts on 1. Well, maybe a foul and back and hit the umpire's head. Oh, he's knocked down.
Trainers come out immediately. Yeah, there we go.
The umpire got rocked back there.
The other umpires will come in. There's a whole protocol that the home trainer knows as far as addressing the umpire. And,
So the trainers and the other umpires are going to go and check on him.
Luis Torrens knew it was a direct hit. That's why he spun around
Damn.
And Perez, of course, in the box, has felt that himself many times.
Felt that earlier today.
He's asking, did he get it in the throat? He said no. Got his hand on his shoulder, asking him how's his jaw feel, because that's another issue.
You've got the two catchers talking to one another, Luis Torrens and Salvador Perez, who certainly both know what this feels
Knocked the wind out of him? Yeah,
It's been
probably.
a long time since I played football in high school and college, but
He's laughing though. I think he's all right.
What day is it today? Those are the kind of questions you used to get in the day.
To see the replay, what happened? Oh, it hit him like in his chin area. Ouch.
That was right in the center of the mask. You see Torrens and Perez rush to his aid to make sure he's all right, and almost knocked him over. And the two catchers held him up. Big breath. If I see a
He's
guy
all right.
with a good smile, that's a good sign.
Looks like it hit the bottom of his face mask.
Fouled by Perez, so it didn't really slow down.
Oh, it framed the
that
face
ball. So
too.
that's probably 94
Thank
miles
God
an
for that
hour,
face mask.
hitting Siegel straight in the mask.
That was a great shot. Slow when you see the impact on the mask. Probably don't talk enough about the guts that it takes.
What are you saying, guy?
Home plate umpire as well, standing in there.
They stand in there, they're literally doing a squat 300 times a game. It's a very demanding job. And they're the best that there is.
I remember talking to a room of umpires a few years ago where they said,
Any particular reason why, guy?
if you watch how they set up, they are taught to set up in between the batter and the catcher, and the reason for that is you get the smaller, the more narrow part of the bat. On a
Why did you
foul
say
ball,
every
rather
MLB
than
team
barrel.
for, guy?
So maybe the velocity slows down and takes rather than speed.
All right, we're gonna resume. Here we go.
Worked opposite there.
Count 0-1.
Of Perez, so you got the full impact.
There you see Siegel setting up right in between the catcher and the batter.
Takes a lot of guts.
Yeah, that was a good sign of respect, Justin. Pop up.
Perez swinging, skies
Center field.
There's that range.
Out. Good job, Taylor. That's the end of 4. 2-0 Mets.
That's up 2-0.
Mets will be up top of the 5th after the commercial.
Sports Night up to the minute news.
It's our very next football soda.
On all your New York teams.
What was a big win for the Rangers?
All night, every night, starting at 11 p.m. on the NSNY.
Catch New York Sports here. Here comes the pitch.
My brother has asthmatic bronchitis. He's going through it right now, man.
If you live on Long Island, you know where 112 is.
Hey kids, let's go to the farm.
Hyundai 112 is your route to a Hyundai. With a messenger name you can trust for over 50 years. We are Long Island. Hyundai 112 is your destination for the premium Hyundai experience.
Hyundai 112 is always about your experience.
We promise you will never be disappointed. 2096 Route 112 in Medford or online at Hyundai112.com.
Yeah,
Bathroom should be a place of comfort.
yeah, B. And yeah, Justin.
At PJ Fitzpatrick, we know that transforming your bath can transform your life. If your old tub is in need of a refresher or remodeling to make it safer, call PJ Fitzpatrick for a free in-home consultation. You can have a luxurious new walk-in shower in just one day, all backed by our famous lifetime warranty. This month, save half on installation and take advantage of our 12-month no interest.
Braves suck, Joseph. How about that?
Call PJ Fitzpatrick today to get the bathroom.
Separate your Braves cards from the other cards because the Braves fucking suck.
Unify will bring your dream home to life with available interest-free financing. Our windows, doors, siding, and roofing are more affordable than ever before. Ready to upgrade your home? Call Unified Home Remodel.
Your fourth recap. Mets on top of the world right now. 2-0.
All right, 2-0 Mets, top of the 5th.
Barrage. Frankie Montas. This is the best he's looked so far.
Oh, yeah, the Mets suck. They're about to be in first place, but they suck. Okay.
Off the fifth, we take you back to the play that man made on Brett Beatty earlier in the game.
third inning. Brett Beatty has no interest in seeing this again, but we're going to show it anyways because of the great athleticism of Rick Jr. Just sublime play. You see these shortstops make those kind of plays. It's almost ballet-like in how they contort their body.
Oh, then they suck even more then.
T-Mobile coverage cam.
Only messing with you, Joe.
Brett Beatty leads off.
Brett Beatty leads off 0 for 1, grounded out in the third.
John Schreiber.
Schreiber on the mound for the Royals.
Ended up being picked up by Boston where it appeared in
35 innings pitched, 3.34 ERA, 32 scoreless outings, and 41 appearances. 0-1 in save situations.
Before last season, right around spring training.
All right, Beatty.
Schreiber in his 7th major league season.
That's upstairs with a St. Jude rookie card.
3 days ago,
How about
in the
that?
third,
Counts 1-0.
Pirates. Delivers from a sidearm angle. So a little bit of a funky delivery to watch.
Foul, counts 1-1.
Arm angle that you were talking about, Steve, makes his fastball play off. He's not in the upper stratosphere as far as velocity is concerned, but his velocity plays faster.
Smacked into center field, but right at
Center field, fastball, Beatty out.
Well, that's a tough 0-2 for 2.
That's fans these days. Yeah, I know. We're very loyal and optimistic, us Mets fans. Yankees fans. You should have seen them at the stadium when they lost that game.
And then delivers that ball from that 3/4.
Looking like they didn't get ice cream before their dinner and they had a temper tantrum. When Billy Crystal heard about Julius Erving in the 70s, he said, finally, a Jewish basketball star. Hi, Steve. Counts 1-0 for Terrence. Terrence 1 for 1 with a double, 2 home runs on the season. You know what scene freaked me out in a movie? Swing and miss, fastball, counts 1-1. The opening scene with Johnny Depp and Edward Scissorhands and his creator, or his father figure, whatever you want to call him, was giving him his hands, and then he's like, and then he dies and has a heart attack. That scene freaked me the fuck out. I don't know why. Counts 1 and 2.
The issue in Philadelphia and some of the outrage over Wizarowski.
I think if his back is giving him problems, he should have.
Tweeted out that the Phillies have agreed to pay Christopher Sanchez a $50,000 bonus in his contract.
You know what also scared me as a kid? I think I said it once or twice before on this channel. Here's the 1-2. In the Brave Little Toaster, the original movie, counts 2 and 2. When the air conditioner gets mad and he dies or blows up or short circuits, whatever you want to call it.
His first at bat, that's the first century base hit he's had.
It's not my fault I'm stuck in a wall. That and the Brave Little Toaster's nightmare with the killer firefighter clown. That was weird. What's the air conditioner say? It's not my fault I was stuck in the wall. It's not my fault his hands couldn't reach the knobs.
Sweeps out of the zone, and the count is full.
Full count.
Got him looking.
Caught him looking. 2 outs.
2 down.
Let me see if they have that on YouTube. Brave
Before the All-Star break,
Little. The first thing that comes up is Brave Little Toaster air conditioner. It's not my fault.
Start, and Shamanaya will make his 2025 debut piggybacking off Bulls.
You said Noah Cameron's a local kid here in Kansas City. He gets a start.
This scene absolutely traumatized me as a child.
Pitcher for the Royals.
Next man up is Nimmo with 2 outs. Nimmo is also 0 for 2 on the day.
First half, he's been outstanding.
He really has been, and that's in some ways took a bit of a flyer on him. You don't know how it's going to work out. but I think one of the things that was clear at the bench when they
Coella DeVille? Is that who you're talking about? Counts 1-0? Foul counts 1-1.
is how detail oriented
That's
how
real
committed he is.
touch, toaster. You're gonna get
His
mama like a
position.
baby
And
anytime.
he has been a huge success story on a staff that desperately needed him to be, given the injuries.
1-1 count.
He's done as much work off the field as he's done on the field, learning how to be
The guy who's voicing the AC in Brave Toaster sounds like a wannabe Jack Nicholson.
a handful of starts when he was with Pittsburgh, right? So,
Well, they have an HD version.
really an amazing first time.
2-1 count. Pop up. Foul territory. Third base side. All right, I'm going to watch this scene from my childhood. You guys can listen in with me.
Absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. I think he was laughing at us. You know something? You're a real bright little lamb. Oh, thanks. Hey, you guys really have an attachment for that kid, don't you?
Yes, he was a master.
Well, that's real nice. And any day now he might come romping back. Just come whistling right back in through that door and everything will be the same. Real peachy keen like.
Uh-huh.
It's a possibility.
Well, at least we try to be optimistic.
Optimistic? Somebody
Oh, it's Phil
untied a
Hartman.
knot in this guy's cord.
Why don't you just shut off?
Hey, I'm real scared there, Kirby. What are you gonna do? Suck me to death? What is it with you guys anyway? You act like you just came off the assembly line. Now get this through your chrome. We've been dumped, abandoned.
But he loved us.
That's right. So what? He's a kid. He has a family. They move away. He moves away. It's a package deal.
But maybe they're
He's
all...
not coming back. Pure and simple.
Oh, yeah? Did you talk to him recently or something? That could drive up any second.
You really think so?
I'm not talking to you.
The whole bunch of you gotta have a combined wattage of 5, maybe less. It's been years. It's scrap metal time.
Well, you can do what you like. We're not going to give up hope.
That's real touching, Toaster. You're gonna get me bawling like a baby anytime now.
I think you're jealous.
Sure, I'm jealous of a bunch of dimwits. Dim?
Yeah, because the master never played with you.
How's yours stuck in the wall?
This is it right here. This is the scene. Ready?
So, it's back to that stupid static again. You think I don't know what's going on in here? I know what goes on in this cottage. It's a conspiracy. And every one of you low watts is in on it. Just 'cause you can move around, you think you're better than I am. I'm not an invalid. I was designed to stick in a wall. I like being stuck in this stupid wall. I couldn't help it if the kid was too short to reach my dials.
Really?
It's my function!
No! Wait!
That was fucking. This is wild for a kid's movie. And now he's dead in the wall. Wow. That was Phil Hartman in one of his last roles, right? Because when did that come out? 89, and then he died in. Oh, you know, his last role was Small Soldiers, right? All right, 1 out, counts 2-0 for Lofton.
Montas has been pretty efficient. That was
I like being in the stupid wall.
fastball for a strike, pitch number 70
Counts 2-1.
here in the 5th inning. And they often take strike 2, a fastball that clipped the outside corner.
Often's arguing, but that's the pitch that Siegel was
Counts 2-2.
Now he's done it all 5 innings, so it's time as a hitter.
Yeah, his wife was weird and all coked out and then shot him in his sleep and then shot herself, right?
2-2.
2-2 pop up, Fallon to the stands. So years later, I heard a rumor. I don't know which comedian. I think maybe Joe Rogan confirmed it. John Lovitz was very close with Phil Hartman. Phil Hartman's wife was in recovery and rehab for cocaine. She used to be friends with Andy Dick. And Andy Dick and her met up one day to hang out, and he gave her cocaine, and she was fucking on another planet when she came home and argued with Phil, or came up with the plan to lay in bed and shoot Phil while he was sleeping and then herself. And John Lovitz heard about it, and years later he went up to Andy Dick and fucking smacked him in his face.
So Montas rolling. John Ray, the third batter up with 2 outs here.
Because Andy Dick was the one who got Phil Hartman's wife off the wagon.
Second base.
She was no longer sober that night that it happened. I don't know if that's true or not. I thought I heard something on Joe Rogan about it, but don't quote me. Counts 1-0 for Rave. Hit over towards the pitcher. Frankie has it. Underhand toss to Alonso. Out. 3 outs. That's the end of 5. We're going to the 6th.
1, 2, 3.
New York State. It's everything.
Let's see if I can find something underneath John Lovitz slaps Andy Dick.
Building memories. Each day they'll never forget. Whatever you're chasing, it's here. Are you ready? New York State. Everything you love. Plan your summer getaway at
The first thing that comes up is the story is John Lovitz once bashed Andy Dick's head into a bar over Phil Hartman's death.
Thanks, Dad.
And then Godfrey has a story about it from 4 years ago. Let me see.
Well, that's an honor.
I gotta play it.
Dick, he's from Chicago. And you know his son, Lucas, Andy, I thought he was a gay dude. I don't know, I think he's gambling with him so he doesn't get caught up in doing the shit. Yeah. So when I see him, he's like, Godfrey! He calls me from the back. Godfrey! I want to go out!
Good thing Amazon
This is John Lovett's show.
me to the hotel.
It's
Your wife's not going out there.
It's almost done. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, that's what you do in LA, right? You bring up a celebrity. Yeah. We have a special guest coming here. Let's give it up to Mr. Andy Dick. Everyone's like, oh, Andy Dick. Right. He goes up, he's fucking sucking ass. John Lovitz is in the back. Who's, John is a really mellow guy. John's in the back going, I go, what? He goes, he's losing his shit. I go, John, I've never seen John like this. Yeah. So Andy Dick's up there going, yeah, motherfuckers, and we're like, this motherfucker off. And so I wait, good night. I'm like, shit. I run back up. Hey, Andy Dick, everybody. And John Lovitz is slamming Andy Dick against the wall in the lobby. Really? There's a fight with John Lovitz going like, motherfucker! Trying to whoop his ass. John Lovitz, let me tell you why. Isn't John Lovitz like, he's short? No, but he's not a violent, he's the most mellow guy. So I'm like, after the show, I go, Godfrey, come here. I said, what? He said, I was trying to kill him. I said, what do you mean? That motherfucker. He doesn't know how to be mad. I go, what happened? So I hear the whole story. Yeah. You know, remember Phil Hartman? Yeah. Joe Phil Hartman, who was murdered by his wife, right? On a coke bench. His wife was on a coke bench. You know that? Damn, for real. She was fucked up. And Phil Hartman was one of the greatest SNL members. Because Phil got on SNL later in his career. Yeah, he was so damn good. Yeah. Joe Phil Hartman. Now that's Phil Hartman. That's his wife. They murdered. Okay. God damn. Yeah, she murdered. So guess what? Him, John Lovitz, and Phil Hartman were best buddies. And that night that she had killed him. Yeah. This is what. that night, it was fucked up because Andy Dick was with her. Andy Dick, I think they were doing drugs together.
See, you guys hear it?
And that's what happened. So that's I said, oh, he goes, yes, I hate that motherfucker. That's what fucked my friend. That's why my friend is going, yeah. I didn't know. He thinks Andy contributed. Hell yeah, he knows he did. Oh yeah, well. So he's like, that's the thing, and so he told me. And I was like, man, I ain't fucking. Oh yeah, you didn't know.
So yeah, I pretty much said that. Yeah,
where I remember when.
That's crazy. Lindor just flew out. Center field. Shallow center.
Well, this is the home privileges.
3 reasons why I canceled my DoorDash subscription and switched to Korean. Number 1, I'm spending way too
And they
much.
did a
DoorDash
shot
fees.
around the bases. I've never seen a player hit the ball more consistently hard
That's crazy. I don't know if you guys knew that story about Phil Hartman,
than Soto.
Andy Dick, and John Lovitz.
Get to enjoy this.
Ball to Juan Soto. Counts 1-0. Juan Soto 1 for 2 in the day with a 2-run home run in the fourth. 23 home runs on the season.
Works, but when you see it every day,
The key word that you used was consistent.
Ball inside. Counts 2-0.
Consistent. Because we've seen plenty of guys hit the ball hard. But it seems like every time he makes contact, it is scorched. It's just a question of whether or not there's a fielder right there.
think about it this
Strike
way.
counts 2-1.
We talk all the time about O'Neal Cruz is going to be the home run derby because he hits the ball. When he hits it, it's 115 plus. Well, Juan Soto hits it over 110 plus.
What up, Jameson? 2-1 count. Hit. Center field, though, out. 2 outs. Oh, you see the running on the wall.
That's an out.
Pete Alonso, 0 for 2, grounded out, line out. 21 home runs in the season. Want that one? You stupid. No, I'm not. What's 9 plus 10? What's 9 plus 10? Want that one? You stupid. Strike counts on 1.
Just like Francisco Lindor, Pete Alonso deserving of an All-Star nod and getting another All-Star nod. 5th selection. See him on that list. One of the highest number of selections in team history. Steven Cruz up in the Royals bullpen.
Man, y'all ain't making the playoffs, Joseph. Come on now.
Cruz threw 21 pitches last
Counts
night.
0 and 2.
Runs.
Upstairs counts 1 and 2.
When you arrive at All-Star game on Monday for workout, all that happens, the longest table you've ever seen, covered with boxes, and boxes, and boxes of baseballs that you have to sign. I don't know.
Ball upstairs counts 2 and 2.
But I remember it was close to 40 dozen baseballs. 40 dozen that you have to sign. You're on a long table. You make a lot.
How many times do you have to shake out your hands? Oh, man.
And he struck him out. Fastball.
So the Mets go down.
Bottom of the 6th, 2-0 Metropolitans. Commercial break.
NYU Langone Health maintains the lowest mortality rates in the nation, which means that more patients who come here.
Do I look like a fucking, what's his name? Fucking, Pinocchio? I got no strings to hold me down. Oh, Scarecrow? Yeah, Scarecrow. What is it? If I only had a brain. If I only had a brain.
FCA receipts can lease the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee with rated max score by phone for $319 a month. Don't miss this great offer. See your Tri-State Jeep Grand dealer today.
Anybody see Wicked?
New York State.
And if you did, anybody gonna see Wicked for Good, the sequel?
Quality time.
That thing to revive.
Building memories. Each day they'll never forget.
Wicked is awesome. Yeah, the movie was pretty good. For a musical girly movie, it was pretty good. I normally don't like that kind of shit.
New York State. Everything you love. Plan your summer getaway.
How has work been lately? It's been pretty shitty, honestly, bro.
Long Island celebrates freedom at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel this July. We're honoring with Red, White, and Blue with our $60,000 patriotic payday draw. Be here on Friday, July 11th, 18th, and 25th from 4 till 6:30 p.m. When one winner will be drawn every 30 minutes to win $2,500 cash at 7 p.m. The grand prize.
Yeah, all the characters from The Wizard of Oz are in it. It's just like their backstory.
5 times every multipliers. Come to where Long Island wins at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel. The road ahead, presented by your Tri-State Cadillac dealers. One more to go before the All-Star break. Will be on picks tomorrow to finish out the
Home
first
Run Derby, Monday, All-Star Game.
All-Star game and David Wright weekend to start the second half with a bang against the Reds. Frankie Montas.
Oh, leadoff single.
Isbell to start off the sixth. Isbell, a speedster.
He's going to second. And he's safe by a lot. Tying run coming up the bat for KC. We got to start thinking about getting our bullpen going.
Well, something on this first pitch looked like maybe a cutter there by Montas, handled by Isbell, and he talked about his speed, just turning that single into a double pretty easily.
Kyle Isbell so fast. He had 8 triples last year, 4 triples already this year. It turns what for a lot of guys would have been a simple base hit into a double there. Back to the top of the order, Jonathan India now, third time through against Frankie Montas.
Ball inside.
Plate.
Counts 1-0.
Walks in, busting it. The inside of that first base bag, the long strides by Isbell. We said it before, once the Montas gets to 15 outs, now you have to start watching him carefully.
It's pitch number 78. Montas' season high for pitches is 86. 86 against the Pirates on June 29th.
Mendoza
1-1 count.
He has someone up in the bullpen.
Got the call.
That strike.
Fastball counts 1-2. Reed Garrett warming up.
Up in the pen for the Mets.
Okay.
Garrett pitched yesterday, a clean 1-2-3 inning.
I actually like going to Garrett here.
Seal keeps calling it a little strike, and the Royals, instead of making the adjustment, just keep complaining about it.
Long ball by Montas. India
Hit.
into right field.
Right field.
Field.
And foul.
Up against
Third base side. By the tar.
right behind the target.
Counts 1-2.
Jonathan India having an underwhelming first year in Kansas City. His offense has been down significantly. He's had a good series so far.
Well, they got him because of his getting on base. His on base percentage for his career is around 350. They had a 270 on base percentage from their leadoff hitters last season.
Check swing foul.
Good job fouling off a couple of tough pitches for Frankie Montas. Hollywood Jr., always the threat, waits on deck.
This could be the last hitter for Montas. because of this long at bat. Garrett's ready.
And that one is laced over the outstretched glove of Mark Vientos. Rounding third, Eagles score is Kyle Isbell. And heading on into second with an RBI double.
RBI double, 2-1 match. We got to take him off the mound, Carlos. He's done. He's got almost 85 pitches, and he's giving up all these hits now. Come on, dude.
It's like the India when he was in the Cincinnati.
Man on second, no outs, 2-1 match.
Doubles down in this game at RBI, and the first run scored for the Royals. Knocked off the pitch from Montas, catches it a little towards the end, but able to loop that over the head of Vientos. And by the time Nimmo ran it down.
There we go. Call to the bullpen. Should have did that a batter ago.
And Ronnie, you were right. That was the last batter of the afternoon for Frankie Montas, who was great, but leaves with the tying run on second base. Call the bullpen brought to you by Nissan. Shop NissanUSA.com.
JD Power is ranked Nissan #1 for new vehicle quality among mainstream brands. And to celebrate, you can now get in one of these award-winning SUVs with 0% APR for 60 months. The all-new turbocharged Nissan Murano, the rugged Nissan Pathfinder, and the best-selling Nissan Rogue. Visit Nissan today and drive away in an award-winning SUV.
Now get 0% APR for 60 months on select popular models or get a low $239 per month lease on road.
What you want to do is save hundreds with the individual customizes your car insurance.
That's great, but can you ask your friend to stop digging into the green?
I can ask. But if you've got to, only pay for what you need.
Two summer sensations are flying at the DQ. One is sure to sing the sun, and the other, yeah, he's Superman. Hurry in for the new Superman Cake Batter Cookie Dough Blizzard Treat. Right now at DQ.
Doors bring us together. A dedicated Fidelity advisor can help you open those doors.
Teams Yes, we're so ready to take over.
With a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth for generations. Doors are meant to be open.
Lowe's knows our members always want more. That's why my Lowe's Rewards gives you more. Like points on eligible purchases. Member-only deal. Members get more with Lowe's. Reed Garrett out of the pen for the Mets, pitching back-to-back days. We haven't seen that a whole lot lately, but a clean 1-2-3 eighth inning yesterday, just 12 pitches, so he's back out there in a big spot.
Yeah, he was so effective yesterday. He's inheriting his 39th base runner so far this season. He's retired 27 of the first 38 coming into this appearance.
And welcome into the game. You have to face Bobby Witt Jr. now with a runner in scoring position.
I'm good, Michael. How are you? That's a ball. Counts 1-0.
And the throw back behind. It gets away. Looked like it hit India. This time he does take the extra base as opposed to what he did yesterday.
And that bounces away. Bears throw over, and India goes to third. They're about to tie this up.
Third base, but India at third.
It did hit the same man. The ball hit it.
India just hurt his hand again. The ball hit
He's
it.
running to third.
Now his hand is falling.
At least he ran today. The pickoff.
Oi!
You know, I know that Brett Beatty's just learning the position. You've got to get in front of the bag. You can't catch the ball behind the runner. You have to catch it in front of the runner.
That's a nasty hand injury there for India.
Infield in.
Ball counts 2-0.
Third now.
Excuse me. Ball counts 2-0.
Falls behind with 2-0. And it's 3-0.
Counts 3-0. This is ridiculous.
You pitch around him here?
I wouldn't pitch around it, but I might push my infield back.
Here we go.
You know, with him in charge of the count,
I feel you,
the
Mike.
chances of him not hitting the ball in the bucket are much better now. I pitch my infield back. He's got the advantage.
Strike, fastball, counts 3-1.
It's one thing we don't see. Count leverage. We don't see managers moving their infield back or in. Mets have a 1-run lead, so they are in a better position.
Pop up.
Ranging back is Beatty.
Beatty.
Step or two into
Out.
the field. That is a huge first out for Reed Garrett.
All right. Out and a man on third.
I talked about it before. Is that Bobby Witt, just in the beginning of his career, it's one of the best career starts anyone's ever had, can be impatient at times, and he showed it there.
So the infield stays in for Vinny Pasquantino.
Swinging in and a fouling back.
For Pasquantino, as they have shifted as far as you can really to that right side. So there's a big hole on the left side of the infield for Vinny Pasquantino.
Well, sometimes you shift because of how you're going to try to get him out. That first pitch was a slider in on his hands. They're going to try to live on his hands.
Big swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 0-2.
Counts 0-2. That's low. Count stays 0-2.
Yeah, as coaches on the bench, you keep an eye on India while Pasquantino's up. Even though the infield's in, he's shown you he's going on contact. So if you're an infielder, the ground ball is hit to you, you know your play is coming home because he's shown you that he's coming home on any kind of contact on the ground.
0-2 count. Ball inside, counts 1-2.
By Torrens, fake throw back to third to get India a little closer. Ground ball.
Grounded
Alonso
to first.
makes the snag while falling down, and India stays put.
And India stayed put on third.
They're 2 away.
Come on, let's get the out here, Matt. Matt, so.
Well, India getting the big lead, but once he read the big hop in direction, he stopped, which allowed the Mets and Pete Alonso to get that second crucial out.
So Reed Garrett, 1 out away from getting out of a huge jam. Michael Garcia, an all-star, but struggling a bit to start the month of July, up with 2 outs. That fastball just missed.
Ball counts 1-0.
It would have been interesting to see if India came because that ground ball blocked Pete to his knees. He would have had to get up and make a proper throw. It would not have been easy.
Strike counts 1-1.
Bends in for a strike. Infield obviously back now with 2 outs. Ground ball off the foot of Garcia. It's 1-2.
Good use of that two-seamer by Reed Garrett. Ran it right in on his hands. Nowhere to hit that except foul or off his foot. Right off the instep of his front foot. Good pitch. By coming in now, he set up fastball paint away, fastball up in the zone.
Counts 1-2.
Coming out of that same two-seam slot.
Shot foul.
Foul. That's a decent crowd there today.
Reed Garrett entered this game runner at second, nobody out. On the pickoff attempt back to second, ball got away from Brett Beatty, and Jonathan India motored on into third. Right now, Garrett, one pitch away from getting out of it.
Ball inside and low. Counts 2-2.
2-2.
Interesting. Garrett looking in the Mets dugout. Some pitchers sometimes will look in the dugout for a little help from their pitching coach. I don't know if that's what Garrett was doing there.
Ball outside, full count.
The count full.
Come on, Garrett.
I've talked about how when Garrett is in between pitches, he calls no pitches. When he's in between, he'll call 2 pitches and let the catcher decide.
Nice.
The payoff to Garcia. Shot into right field. McNeil
Right field.
is there,
Out.
and he makes the play.
All right, we're going into the 7th. 2-1 Mets.
Back-to-back nights by Reed Garrett.
Thank you,
But
Reed.
Still up by 1.
Tune in to The Fan for the most entertaining personalities. It all starts with Jerry and Al.
We got lucky there, right, B?
5 a.m. Followed by Boomer and Gio from 6 to 10. BT and Sal take you through your midday. Then Evan and Kiki join you on your ride home. Plus, Chief McPherson has you covered in the evenings, and Chris McMonagle blankets the overnights. Your home for New York sports is WFAN. Summer's here, and it's time to bring the heat in a new line. Head out for an unforgettable pleasure. Or take a sporty sedan for a spin. All while driving with confidence. See what makes Honda and Kelly Blue Book best in the brand. Hurry into your local Honda dealer during the summer event.
At Ace, however you grill, we've got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blacksmith. That's
What do I want for dinner? What do I want for dinner? What do I want for dinner? What do I want? I made a new short, so I'm back.
So Talkies fans,
Welcome back, bro.
and new Talkies fans, for an intense new take on Talkies, got new undies.
At SeaWorld, we don't just take you close to animals, we take you beyond the glass, behind the scenes, within your reach close. And you go, wow. Our coasters don't just drop you from great heights. They drop you from negative G's that you can barely handle and can't wait to go again heights that you let out of. So gather your crew, the animal lover and the thrill seeker. Visit SeaWorld and go from real to unreal.
New York Mets baseball and SMY is brought to you by State Farm agent of the game, Fort Cawley of Glendale, New York. Contact Ford at FortCawley.com. By Sage, the official planning and software partner of Major League Baseball. And by those who live like a pro, visit your local Tri-State GMC dealers. Mark Vientos leads off in the 7th inning. Another new pitcher for the Royals, Steven Cruz, who got the loss last night.
Yeah, he did a nice job in the 6th, but tired in the 7th. He got the loss. Estes gave up the trouble, but Cruz took the loss.
Meanwhile, with Reed Garrett working out of a jam, the book is closed on Montas, who went 5 innings, 4 hits.
Counts 0-1 for Vientos. Vientos 1 for 2 today with a single.
No walks. Rob, how about this for a statistic? Since David Peterson pitched a complete game on June 11th, Mets starting pitchers only recorded out in the 6th 4 times. All 4 of them have been David Peterson.
And you ask yourself all the time, the bullpen's been struggling. Why? Well, they've been asked to do more than they should be asked to do.
That being said, a really strong outing for Montas today. Probably the best we've seen him so far this season.
Yeah, by far. He was in control of all of his pitches and in control of the game. Back-to-back doubles got him there in the 6th inning.
Vientos smacks another one hard.
Vientos out at left field. Damn.
Ray was there. But again, another good sign off the bat of Vientos. He was a captain by title, a leader by example. But to understand David Wright's legacy, you have to start from the beginning. Follow his journey in the 2-hour documentary, The Right Way, presented by your Tri-State Cadillac dealers, Thursday, 6:30 p.m. right here on SNY. Ronnie, I know you got a chance to watch the documentary today.
I did. I watched it this morning, and you were so right. It's just, pardon the pun, it was just so emotional, so reflective. Joe Krause, we said it yesterday, just did a fantastic job. But to hear David talk about his family and what he went through and how graceful his time as a New York Met was, it's just wait till you guys see it. You're just going to go nuts. It's one of the best things I've ever seen. And it was interesting for me because his dad's name's Ron, my dad's Ron. He has 3 little brothers. I mean,
that'd be a lot of money for barbecue. Counts 0-2. McNeil skies one right field. At the wall. Damn, out. 2 outs.
And what I found really interesting, it made me feel a little old, but I feel old all the time now.
No, I got chicken pot pie.
When he was born, he grew into a family that were Tidewater Tide fans. So he was born in 82. My year in AAA with the Tidewater Tide was 19.
Organic chicken
And that's how I grew up a Met fan,
chicken pot
watching those Tides. And I'll never forget that year that I was in Tidewater. It was just, it was a great learning experience. And I love the area, too. It's beautiful.
That bounces away to Taylor. Counts 1-0.
Virginia Beach, which is a beach town there, and then moved up to Chesapeake and just had to hang out and play baseball with the Ryan Zimmerman.
What's wrong with chicken pot pie? What's that?
He had no chance except to be great. Be playing with those guys all the time.
Michael Kadire, who was a big part of that 2015 Mets run. I'll say that until the day that I die. I know he didn't have the greatest offensive stats, but especially when David went down that season, he was the leader. He was the anchor in that clubhouse, but he was the guy, when you watch this documentary, that everybody looked up to.
Counts 1-1. Counts 1-2.
But it really is a sensational 2-hour documentary. Cannot implore you enough to watch it on Thursday. Tyrone Taylor, ground ball to the left side. Plenty of time for Garcia. Makes the strong throw.
His dad, Ron, saying we're trying.
And Taylor, just like that, out at first for out number 3. 7th inning stretch time, 2-1 Mets.
He broke his body, but to understand his legacy, the best person and player you have to start.
We didn't try to raise up.
From the beginning.
Just wanted to raise a good kid.
The Right Way, presented by your Tri-State Cadillac dealers. To share Thursday at 6:30.
That sucked that David Wright had to retire young.
Welcome to the all-new Monster 112,
Where it's all about your experience today.
What was his injury that
Monster 112 is your roots that
cut his career short? A shoulder injury?
messenger that you have trusted for over 50 years.
now Monster 112.
It's all about the
Bad back. And there was nothing they could do? No stem cells?
Or online at monster112.com.
Hi, I'm Lena Loves of Lena Loves Soon at Douglas Elliman Real Estate. If you're thinking of selling your home this year, don't. Not without our free Element Report, which provides the latest closed sales data in your neighborhood. My team and I are committed to bringing you the most up-to-date real estate information, technology, and marketing tools to get you the best price for your home. There are a lot of steps to the real estate transaction. You only have to handle one, which is call us, and we'll handle all the rest.
You know me. With your next move, your bathroom should be a place of comfort and peace. Your happy place. At PJ Fitzpatrick, we know that transforming your bath can transform your life. If your old tub is in need of a refresher or remodeling to make it safer, call PJ Fitzpatrick.
All right, then you could go fuck yourself and you could leave then, guy.
Walk-in shower in just one day, all backed by our famous lifetime warranty. This month, Safe Have Up.
I'm not terrible of a streamer.
12-month no interest in payment financing.
Don't wait.
Wow.
Call PJ Fitzpatrick today to get
I'm a nice guy, but don't fucking talk shit to me. I'm not gonna sit here and be your fucking punching bag every stream. Go fuck yourself. Ask anybody. I'm a pretty nice guy. It's a commercial break. What the fuck do you want me to do? You want me to give your mom a lap dance? Like, what the fuck do you want me to do? You always got some bullshit to fucking say to me, guy.
Ronnie, I've heard City Field loud quite a bit, especially last year.
Fucking kick rocks.
I really don't know.
Dickhead. Got me fucked up on the weekend, bro.
That home run in Game 3 of the World Series in 2013.
You know, I think it was the moment. You know, that was the first real postseason moment, right, for City Field, and for David to hit a home run and his first at bat at City Field in the first World Series game. There was really something. But I think I don't know. I have a connection. Us older players have a connection to David because he did play in the Big Shea.
Sorry to the rest of my
Played in
subscribers.
that ballpark with 55,000 strong going in the ballpark, and I know that when Andy Chavez made that great catch and double play of Edmonds at first base.
Normally I don't get like that with my subscribers. Don't fucking talk shit.
You know, those old guys that said that Shea used to rock, I never believed them. Yeah, it was rocking, man. That was a nice part of that. Everything is just so good, man.
All right. Since I'm the most boring streamer in the world, we're coming out of commercial break now. 2-1 Mets. Bottom of the 7th inning. On the mound, Chris Stavinsky this season. 8.1 innings pitched, 2.12 ERA, 6 scoreless outings in 7 appearances. His whip is 0.72. Opponent average 0.479.
We tend to forget this man has pitched in some huge games when the Astros were at their
When did you
best.
pop in, Lounge? Today, ground out, fly out. Ball inside, counts 1-1.
Salvador Perez out for the third time today. He's 0 for 2.
Swing and a miss, counts 1-2.
That's Salvador Perez. You're going to get the good and you're going to get the waving of pitches like that.
Well, the problem, this one's not close, but the problem is Salvador, he's a good bat ball hitter. So sometimes if it's not a strike, he can still put it in play.
Trying to chase that changeup, but not 2 in a row.
Counts 2-2.
Perez second all time in Royals home runs, 31 behind George Brett. The only catcher besides Pudge Rodriguez with 5 Gold Gloves and 5 Silver Sluggers.
Hit. Over towards third base. It's foul. The ball boys got it.
Third base now.
Keep it count 2-2 for Perez.
Takes over at second.
Hardest hit ball today.
Hitting for today, Jack Caglione.
Caglione, 111.5 miles per hour in the second inning. And then Vientos, 108.1. Next pitch to Perez. Hit. Fouled it, third base side.
Soto's home run didn't make the list.
Yeah, Soto, they also said, was what, 435?
Over 1,600 career games in Perez's career. Has over 280 home runs.
Perez lays off the fastball high.
Full count.
Well, you mentioned Davinsky pitching in some big games. He pitched 13 games for the Astros, 8 of them in the World Series. And Perez tried to hold up, and he does.
Tried to hold up,
I don't know about that one.
and he does, and his big ass is walked.
And now let's see what
Okay.
the Royals do, because they have Tyler Tolbert on the bench, down by 1 run. Did they hold up?
I think he did, and strong enough to hold that bat back. Remarkable.
They're going to leave it Perez to run for himself. Tyler Tolbert, only on the roster as a pitch runner, essentially, but he stays put for now.
Ball counts 1-0 for this Gaglione guy. 0 for 2 ground out line out, 4 home runs on the season, 7 RBIs. Here's the 1-0 count.
Jack Caglione now.
He'll smack it foul at first base side. Counts 1-1.
In this early part of his career, the few at-bats that he has, he's hit a lot of balls on the ground. That changeup from Davinsky might produce a ground ball and 2 outs.
Throws the changeup again there, but Caglione does it off.
You see Lindor's shaded up the middle, way off the line at third base as Beatty was coming to Vientos with Acuna now in there at second base.
Oh, no.
Going back is Tyrone Taylor at the track, at the wall.
At the wall, he got the out. Jesus Christ. Wow.
Back to first.
Wow, dude.
Hard out for Jack Caglione.
Wow.
That play was really difficult for Taylor because off the bat, he figured that that ball was going to be a ball he had to catch off the wall.
Wow.
But because of the wind blowing slightly in from left center and left field.
What's the good word, Lounge? How's everything?
So he had to change his direction and come in and to his right to make that play. Great adjustment by Taylor.
Said it earlier, Tyrone Taylor is.
Oh, he hit the fucking batter.
Pitch. Davinsky loses that one. There's 2.
Damn it, Davinsky. There's 2 on now. First and second with 1 out.
I think this was a breaking ball that just got away from Davinsky and clipped Lawson.
They'll have a meeting on the mound. Give Davinsky a bit of a breather. Like I was saying with Tyrone Taylor earlier in the game, he said he loves playing in this outfield, a lot of room to run, and he ran one down for Jack Caglione.
Yeah, you and me both, man. I'm trying to hold on with my fucking anger right now.
Balls off the bat.
For other reasons. Men on first and second, 1 out.
You know where the ball's going to land. You run to a spot. But because of the conditions, that spot changed on him, and he had to make that adjustment. Fine play.
So Caglione, that one was hit 102 off the bat. 2 balls hit over 100 and an 0 for 3. John Rave up, the man in scoring position, Salvador Perez.
That's low.
Up there at second base.
Counts 1-0.
They're bouncing because sometimes they're giving away location or what the pitch is. But a runner on second is bouncing around, especially a veteran.
It looks like he's just messing around a little bit with Lindor, but we saw that with the Yankees and Mariners the other night. 2-0 to Rave.
Counts 2-0 for Rave.
Change up in there for strike 1.
Counts 2-1.
Perez and Lindor having a timeout from second base.
Ball outside.
Here's the 3-1 to Rave. Rockets on the foul. The count full of 3-2.
Full count for Rave.
He had a challenge Rave there, and Rave just a little too quick. 3-2 pitch, almost certainly going to see.
Austin Warren, right-handed pitcher warming up our bullpen.
Austin Warren getting loose in the Mets pen.
Hit. Out at second. Come on, get it to first. Not in time. Damn.
But what a play by Luis Angel Acuna.
2 outs. Runners on first and third.
That has the wherewithal to get the lead runner at second.
Almost turned that into 2 outs. Did Acuna. Johnny gets in front of it, makes the play, sets himself, and throws a perfect strike to Lindor. And this bounced on Pete. That goes by him. The time 1 comes in. Nice play by Alonso on the other side. I don't think they had a chance. Rave's got great speed. But Pete stays with it and saves Lindor.
You almost tell in real time. And it took a split second was thinking about going first, and then just moved those hips. He got the runner at second. Brett Beatty in at third with the
Strike. Counts 0-1.
fell up. 2 outs. Tying run at third.
I'm thinking sometime early August, Lounge. Either what is the game where you get the? I think it's an Alvarez bobblehead. That's the game I'm looking to go to.
Ground ball to
Grounded.
the right side.
And out at first.
Alonso backing up.
Acuna to
And the Mets get out of trouble once again.
Davinsky.
For 7, still up by 1.
Did Davinsky just cover that? Ah, that happened really fast. All right, 8th inning. 2-1 Mets. We got a hold. We really need to get our runner too. Yeah, then that's the next game I'm probably going to go to because Courtney's obsessed with Alvarez. And I'm meeting David Wright tomorrow morning, I think, for an autograph signing. And then if I get back in time, I'll do the Mets game. I've been slacking during the week. I'm dealing with a lot of shit at work. No, you're right, Frio. And no, I didn't see that. Did the dude get hurt? Mr. Met is bulletproof. True that. It's at a hotel, I think, in Melville. Yeah, Melville. One of those fancy hotels.
His stories in the 2-hour documentary about drafting David are so fascinating. So fascinating.
Sam Long on the mound for KC, 14 innings pitched, ERA 10.29. 6 scoreless outings and 14 appearances. Opponent average, OPS, 948.
He said, I really need to play in AAA in front of my friends and family. Think about that. Think about someone saying, I want to play in the majors, but give me a stop in AAA first.
He knew he was on his way, I guess.
Counts 0-1 for Beatty.
Brett Beatty 0 for 2. Take a second, by the way, to talk about Luis Angel Acuna last at Vegas. That's why he's so valuable up here. A hot shot was 105 off the bat of Raid, then he gets the out, and then a good job backing up Pete Alonso for the final out of the end.
Exactly. He just, I'm not going to change my stance. When he was here before with the minors, he does something every day when he gets in the game to help you win. No different today. Whether he steals a base.
Yeah, I feel you, Frio. 1-2 count for Beatty.
When asked on to get a base hit.
And I know that the organization, the fan base too, you're always talking about and thinking about where is he better served? Up here, not getting a ton of regular playing time, at least not starting playing time. We're down in the minors and continuing his development.
I struck him out. God dang it.
Goes through for the strikeout. But you've got an organization right now in the Mets
1 out.
that is trying to win a World Series. And it can't be all about a single player's development. He is so valuable up there. You got to keep him up there.
I agree. I know that Carlos Mendoza, the manager, loves this entire game, loves having him as a weapon to employ late in games.
Guy, I'm gonna let you come back, but please stop being a fucking prick.
Luis Lorenz 1 for 2.
All right.
The third inning.
You be cool on my stream. We'll all be cool. I'll be cool. Stop being a prick.
He's gonna maybe be a starting pitcher early in his career, but it's not
If you're still there waiting.
here in Kansas City.
He's pitched for the Giants.
Towns 0-2.
Now the Royals. Signed with Kansas City. December of 2023. Over 18th round pick. Tampa Bay. And he gets
So he struck him out. Gamma Terrens.
back-to-back strikeouts for long here in the 8th. SNY Play Ball, presented by Toyota, is back looking to support local youth football leagues. If you know a league in need, apply today at sny.tv/playball. So St. Long, looking good. First two batters out of the
All right, 2 outs. Next man up.
Now he faces a lefty, Brandon Nimmo. Nimmo 0 for 3 today after reaching base 3 times last night. It's a fastball just below the knees.
Counts 2-1 for Nimmo. Nimmo was walked. All right. 1 on, 2 outs.
And that breaks up a streak of 13 straight retired by Royals pitching.
The Mets have gone into these streaks, haven't they? In the last 10 days or so, where they'll be retired 8, 9, 10, 12 in a row before they get something going.
Call for the bullpen.
Pitching change.
Pitching change for KC. We're 1 on and 2 outs. Top of the 8th, 2-1 next. Commercial break.
We all share to be anything and go anywhere. So if you need room for your family, gear, side hustle, or anything else, get the SUV designed for your dream. The Ford Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV. It's time to see Ford in a new light. Now lease an Explorer for $339 a month for 36 months with $43.59 cash due inside, plus get a 24-month complimentary maintenance plan.
Coming out of commercial.
Gorgeous day. 2 days before the All-Star break. That's hanging out to a 1-run lead.
Lucas.
2 outs, runner on first, and the new pitcher for the Royals is Lucas Urseg.
Urseg, 35.1 innings pitched, 2.04 ERA, 30 scoreless outings, and 36 appearances. He's the real deal. It's like
feels up to it today. Ron, what do you think of this move?
Well,
Ball counts 1-0 for Lindor. Lindor 1 for 3, single run, stolen base, 19 home runs on the season, 54 RBI.
Left-hander in there to keep him from stealing a base. If you're Brandon Nimmo here, you can steal a base and get in scoring position and try to clip one more extra run here.
That's already with 1 stolen base this afternoon. Francisco Lindor, the 200th of his career against the Royals team that does not allow stolen bases. Bobby Witt Jr. on the backhand, makes the throw, and ends the inning.
And he's out. Bottom of the 8th we go.
2 more Mets.
Who's this?
Say, I have had those relationships, so stop creating a narrative from a video you see because of someone for 20 seconds. It's very weird. The body shaming, the hate comments, all that, very weird. Would not recommend. Like, at the end of the day, you saw your friend on the street in a place that you're not from. You're like, hey friend, where's the next home we're going to? Leaving the club. That's what anybody would do. Okay? And how you greet someone you know is you love them. So that situation was taken completely out of context. Like, the way he handled it might not look the best in the moment, but y'all don't know what he had going on. He could have been in a rush. He could have had other things going on. You don't know. So that's why you don't turn things into something it's not. There's bigger things that everybody should be focused on besides me loving someone I know. So y'all need to mind the business that pays y'all, which probably isn't a lot since y'all are sitting here disinvested in a video of hugging somebody. But now address this one time and one time only. The comment warriors, y'all need to stop commenting on a situation that you don't know about.
That's hilarious. Edwin Diaz is coming on. All right.
Edwin Diaz on in the 8th inning, a 1-run lead at the top of the order coming up. For the
Bottom of the 8th. So we'll have him bottom of the 8th and bottom of the 9th, I guess.
Most lineups in baseball, they're top heavy, and I like this move of bringing Diaz in to face the most formidable part of this KC lineup.
Strike.
Immediately pours in strike 1.
Counts 0-1 for India. India, the DH. He's 2 for 3 today. 2 doubles, RBI, 4 home runs on the season.
Chance Mendoza would consider 6 outs with Diaz as India strokes one into left field.
Out at left field after a fastball.
Of course, 10 or 12 pitch inning.
Yeah,
certainly.
I also think about it from this perspective. So you've got the All-Star break coming up. Yes, Diaz is participating in the game, but the All-Star break coming up. And tomorrow, not that you will need bullpen for sure, specifically your closer, but you've got Sean Manaea and Clay Holmes going. Are you more aggressive with one?
Oh, Sean Manaea is pitching tomorrow with Clay Holmes. That's cool.
Yeah, good point. You think that with Holmes,
Counts 1-0.
Let's have a bad day. Holmes and Manaea, that should cover 8 innings of the game for you tomorrow. Now, you'll need a couple of pitchers maybe to get them out of innings if they're having trouble.
Swing and a miss. Counts 1-1.
Slider gets Bobby Witt Jr. out in front. This is a marquee matchup. You can see this one in the All-Star game too. It's Diaz versus Witt in a 1-run game.
That's going to bounce away. Counts 1-2.
To the backstop. Bobby Witt Jr.'s 14-game hitting streak in jeopardy. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Haven't seen those from Diaz in a while. Yanking the slider a couple of times. And he walked Bobby Witt Jr.
And he walked him. Damn.
Missing with 3 3 straight sliders way out of the zone.
Almost like he was being extra careful with whip.
Now, of course, you have to worry about Bobby Witt's speed. He's already stolen 25 bases on the year. Been thrown out 6 times. Had 31 stolen bases all of last year. Ground ball foul by Pasquantino.
Yeah, it's kind of quick pitch to Witt.
Counts 0-1.
Get his lead out there in time, putting on the sliding glove.
There goes Witt. The throw by Torrens.
And he stole second.
Did everything perfectly there. Was a great pitch to throw on with the speed of Bobby Witt Jr.
Robbie Witt just stole second, didn't he?
And the Royals have a runner in scoring position.
Here we go. Counts 1-1.
The Mets are going to challenge.
The Mets are going to challenge it. Hold on, it's close.
The Tolbert slide, which took him across the bag. While you're sliding across the bag, do you maintain contact with the bag the entire time? Because the Mets infielders, McNeil last night, and Lindor this afternoon, keep the tag on. So you've got to maintain contact with that base for the entire length of your body.
This play under review presented by Citizens, making sense of the play. Let's take a look.
Here's the replay.
Good job. Man, he's got it stolen by him again. Just like Tolbert, there's so much velocity. The way he runs, he's so fast.
I can't tell from that angle.
All the way across the bag.
I think he's safe.
Keep contact with the bag the entire time. That'll be the question for the replay.
He's safe,
I
no?
think he did.
I think he did.
Why did they challenge that?
Let's see, this should be the definitive angle.
So hand, the tag is on. Elbow, torso, quad, knee, shin, foot.
I don't know what.
It's as good as you can do.
I guess you can make the argument that maybe
Yeah, that was pretty sad, but you know what? He's recovered and he's on
makes it hard to tell.
the road to recovery. He's got his double lung transplant, and yeah.
It's not enough to turn it around. He'll be in second with a big stolen base.
I get it though from the Mets' perspective. It worked yesterday. It's late in the game.
Well, if it does work again, that'll be the last pitch Matt Quatraro sees tonight.
Look at this. Again, this angle, you just can't tell. It's about that left leg.
Well, watch the left arm. Watch it when it hits. It pops up, okay? When it pops up, there's a second, maybe.
Wow, he's out! What the fuck do I know, boys? He's out.
Harrison Freeland, our apologies. What a call by Harrison.
Wow, he's out. Did they say his left arm went up just like that for a second?
Watch his left hand.
So his left hand, let's see.
His elbow comes up. His hand comes up.
Oh, there it is. He's a little bit off.
Elbow, I mean, jeez.
Just a tiny bit. All right, whatever.
Great for the Mets.
Can you hear the crowd here at Kauffman Stadium?
I'll take it. What'd Vin Diesel say?
Changes the entire dynamic.
Ball inside, counts 2-1. What did Vin Diesel say?
Nobody on for Pasquantino as opposed to the time.
Winning's winning. Doesn't matter if it's by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
It's 2-2. I'm stunned by that.
Counts 2-2.
Especially
Winning's
the way-
winning.
I can see it. But the way that the replays have been called this year. it was
Counts 2-2.
really Close. They won't overturn. Off the end of the bat, shot it to left field, ranging over his
Foul.
but
Fastball counts 2-2. Come on, Diaz, get this last out here so we can use it in the ninth.
Well, tomorrow after the game, when we get in and fly with the team back home to Flushing, will have a private jet waiting for him to take him home.
Can replay coordinators be at the All-Star?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, he does. Winning is winning. Swing and a miss. Out. We're going to the ninth. 2-1 Mets. Let's get a run and then put Diaz on the mound. Fans there are going to boo the shit out of them.
Weird.
You never had me. You never had your car. Granny shifting, double clutching. Now me and the mad scientists have to fix the piston rings you fried. I don't know what he said.
Martinez is doing a really good job to control the head up, keep it speed, keep the grips, trying to not longer manipulate her and move her off the side of the outfield. She really does put herself in submit whenever she gets pressed against the outfield. And so long
He's too old and tired, the Royals coach. He's just like, fuck it.
Final minute, round 2, and a much better one for
You never had me. You never had your car. What the fuck did he? What's the whole thing he says?
Significant strike still in favor of Klein. Does she get her first takedown? Hands are locked. Short time on the clock as we hit the 10-second mark.
Great defense by Martinez at the start that takedown.
She was beat 90% defended. 10 minutes in the books. Round 3 coming. Goes left, right, missing. Going to the lines. That is what helped Steve.
Dude, I almost had you. You almost had me? You never had me. You never had your car. Granny shifting, not double clutching like you should. You're lucky the 100 shot of Nas didn't blow the welds off the intake. You almost had me.
Not so much. Just look at the facts.
Now me and the mad scientist got to rip apart the block, and replace the piston rings you fried. Ask any racer. Ask any real racer. Don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
Join Megan O'Leary on the next episode of USA Today.
That's one of my favorite movie quotes. Counts 1-1 for Soto.
Stolen bases back into the game with the new rules.
The best is the dumb look on Brian O'Connor's face. Dude, I almost had you.
He doesn't make that call.
Don't blame me.
Counts 2-1.
Don't blame me. I called pursuit.
Counts 3-1.
That's back-to-back days now.
Juan Soto, the DH, 1 for 3 today with a 2-run home run in the 4th. 23 home runs on the season. Still think he should have been in the home run derby. Just saying.
Juan Soto with the big bomb in this one.
Strike, full count, 99-mile-per-hour fastball.
It's rare times that I'd love to hear a home run test. Because they must be going ballistic.
I mean, the fans here were still booing at the start of the night.
Struck him out, fastball, damn.
Down looking one way.
I mean, that's middle.
Pete Alonso next man up, 0 for 3 on the afternoon. Alonso 0 for his last 14 right now. He takes that slider just read. No, did not go.
Ball counts 1-0 for Alonso.
Off the end of the bat, into right field.
Right field. Off the wall there. Alonso going to second.
Rounds first, he's in
All right. 1 out double for the polar bear. Hey, whatever happened to Lucchese?
Then clipped by Alonso. That's the inside outs this one with plenty of power to right field. Caglione, we've seen him a couple of times now. He's just learning the position. One of the things you don't want to do as an outfielder, get caught drifting. And that's kind of where he's at right now. He'll get better.
Squaring a bunt is Luis Angel coming up for the first time today. He came in as a late inning defensive replacement. So if you're Caglione, you want to make a beeline.
You want to make a beeline, but he's not there. You know, he's just learning the craft, learning the position.
Oh, thank you, B. Counts 0-1. Hit up here, left field, shallow for Acuna, out. 2 outs, 2 away.
On the sports night tonight at 11, we're going to preview of the Mets' first half finale tomorrow against the Royals. Some more David Wright looking back. And a baseball recap from this Saturday on the league. It's coming up tonight at 11 on the sports night.
Man on second, 2 outs.
Here's Jeff McNeil looking at the Mets a little bit of breathing room.
Hit and hit up towards left, right center, and Alonso's gonna go around and score. Can't fucking talk. All right, 3-1 Mets. That's good. That's what we wanted, right, boys?
RBI knocks are killers for the opposition.
3-1 Mets, top of the 9th, man on first with 2 outs.
Second baseman still playing McNeil slightly before. And when they
Dude, I almost had you. You never had me. You never had your car. Not granny shifting like you should. Granny shifting like
It looked like he was starting to go on that last pitch and then stumbled and stayed put.
Counts 0-1.
That's just to show that come over. I doubt that Irsay, knowing the move back from the Mets, I doubt that Irsay will throw over there twice in a row. It's going to be a good time for McNeil to steal.
Stays put. Pitch taken low. That was RBI number 30 for Jeff on the season. As you mentioned, Ron, nobody up at the Mets pen, so barring a big breakout here, it looks like Edwin Diaz is going to be asked to get a 6-out save. Swinging a miss, strike 2.
Counts 1-2 for Taylor.
1 1/3. He's done that 3 times.
Love Lady is such a weird last name. 2-2 count for Taylor. In my hand, a smoothie from Tropical Smoothie.
And Taylor takes strike 3.
And Taylor, strike 3. All right, bottom of the 9th. Here we go, guys. I think Diaz is going to stay out there.
Diaz to close it out.
Yeah, Diaz is going to stay and do it. Anybody like Tropical Smoothie? Dude, Tropical Smoothie is delicious.
Celebrate 70 years with us. Visit your local Volvo retailer for the Summer Safely bonus event.
Gatorade has the #1 proven electrolyte cleanse designed to hydrate every water. Made to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. So you can lose no sweat and turn the cleansing system. Gatorade. Is it in you?
At SeaWorld, we don't just take you close to animals. We take you beyond the glass, behind the scenes, within your reach close. And you go, laugh. Our coasters don't just drop you from great heights. They drop you from negative G's, making you appear like your friend can't wait to go again heights that you let out of. So gather your crew, the animal lover and the thrill seeker. Visit SeaWorld and go from real to unreal.
At NYU Langone Health, a single electronic health record gives you access to all of your doctors, lab results, images, prescriptions, and visits. It's always something.
Roll up and refuel with $1 large pickup.
So here we go. Edwin Diaz back out for a second inning of work, looking for a 6-out save as the Mets hold a 3-1 lead in the bottom of the ninth, fourth appearance this season of more than one inning. He's had two two-inning saves at bat, the last one coming September 22nd last year against the Phillies. The Garcia, Perez, and Caglione for the Royals, and Garcia scorches one to right center field, and what a grab by Tyrone Taylor.
Tyrone Taylor with the first down of the ninth against KC. Sorry, I was going to bat.
Athleticism covering the ground, and a sliding grab for round number one.
What's interesting
Good
about
shit.
this play is that McNeil took the right to the ball, and it was too shallow. Taylor took the right route, and he made a perfect catch over the head of McNeil, like ships passing in the night. What an elegant play by Taylor. Remember, Diaz is out there because of the reversal on the stolen base.
Down to 0-1.
Countdown, allowing him to try to get this 6-out save.
13 pitches in that eighth inning, a season high of 24 for Diaz.
Count 0-2.
That's pitch number 16. It's a strike, 0-2 on Salvador Perez. Some great defense today, saving the Mets. Tyrone Taylor, Luis Angel Acuna.
This is a all-in managing job by Carlos Mendoza on a Saturday afternoon before the All-Star break.
Hit. Down to the third, to first, out by a lot. 2 down, 1 to go, boys.
This says we're getting this game, we're putting our best people out there, and Hawks and Mania, you got it tomorrow.
And I get it. It makes total sense. So it's up to Jack Caglione now, 0 for 3. He's hit some balls incredibly hard. And he swings.
Swing and a miss, counts 0-1.
Fastball.
Counts 1-1.
Soren's left arm is now 2 inches longer than his right arm. He's reaching to get that 98-mile-an-hour fastball.
There's the slider.
Slider strike, counts 1 and 2.
1 strike to go.
He does much better in this inning than he did in the 8th.
Hit, poked
To
it,
center field.
out.
Tyrone Taylor grabs it.
Thanks for joining me, guys. Hopefully I will see you tomorrow afternoon.
A 6-out
Put this
save
one in the
for
books. 3-1 Metropolitans is the final.
In a row, a 3-1 final over the Royals.
Well, exactly how you'd like to
I will,
start. Like Montas,
I'll catch you guys on the next one.
5+ innings, a 2-1
Let's go, Mets. 3-1 is the final. See you later.
off the bat.